Welcome back. If you just joined us watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. President Jonathan restates his administration's commitment to protection of pension and retirement benefits at World Pension Summit Africa. World Bank launches partnership initiative with Vision 2020 aimed at reducing the number of Nigerians living below poverty line to 3%. Hope rises for the release of the abducted Chibok schoolgirls. And Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi regrets imprisonment of 3 Al Jazeera journalists by an Egyptian court. You can read up more on our top stories on our websites, ChannelsTV.com and on YouTube.com/channelsweb. But do visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. And this enables you to interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS and Windows 8 platforms. So if you have pictures or videos to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. Hope appears to be rising in efforts at rescuing the missing Chibok schoolgirls, says the coordinator of the National Information Center. Says security agencies are getting closer to freeing the over 200 missing schoolgirls. Mr. Mike Omeri told journalists during a briefing in Abuja that security intelligence efforts have led to several arrests, which are key to the rescue operation and curbing insurgency in the country. He cautioned landlords across the nation to track the identities of their tenants, as some members of Boko Haram could be relocating from the northeast.
The chief of intelligence of Boko Haram, and also some of the female recruiters and manners of armory and so forth and so on. So we are getting there. But some of the other information, please bear with me and bear with the security forces. They are still classified because we are on the way there. Landlords must check clearly where their tenants are coming from, because of late, people who with dubious characters or intention have moved to new areas. And most of these people moving to new areas are the people we're actually looking for. So know your tenant.
Coordinator of the National Information Center, Mr. Mike Omeri. In the meantime, campaigners calling for the release of the Chibok girls are asking government to consider negotiation with members of the terrorist group Boko Haram to secure their release. The campaigners say the girls who have been in hideouts of their captors for over 85 days deserve their freedom.
What are we demanding?
What I want to call on government is it should, without delay, initiate negotiations with these people. You can negotiate. Israel negotiated with Hamas and swapped 900 plus prisoners for one boy.
From the comments,
so you cannot toy with these. Are 200 and something girls. They are innocent people. They are not criminals. So they deserve to be brought back by whatever means. Whether you are talking of paying ransom, negotiating with the terrorists, whatever means, they have to come back, because we need them back and it is important.
Just as the issue of resource control and the derivation principle were contentious during the committee's stage of the national conference, they proved to be the main point of focus today as delegates commenced consideration of the report of the Committee on Devolution of Power. While most of the delegates from the North approved the recommendation of the committee to have the derivation retained at the present 13%, most delegates from the South and Southeast insisted it should be increased to between 21.5% and 50%. Well, back here in Lagos, it's been 16 years since business tycoon and politician Moshood Abiola died. However, his death and the circumstances surrounding the annulment of the 1993 presidential poll, believed to have been won by him, keeps bringing to the fore the issue of leadership in Nigeria. Today at the late MK Abiola's residence in Ikeja area of Lagos, family members and activists gathered to reflect on the death and the essence of the late politician amidst solidarity songs and speeches.
One would think with a number of years since he died might be enough to fade his memories from people's heart, but no, 16 years down the line is still fondly remembered. His children, activists gather here at his residence in Ikeja, and his philanthropic works and political activities are the center point of the discussions. Activities began with some solidarity chants that set the atmosphere for the eulogy for the man some people refer to as the best president Nigeria never had. The Nigeria's leadership question takes the attention.
Nigeria's greatness lies in our unity, that we can be one people, we can stand together as one country, that there's so much potential for Nigeria, not just even for Nigerian people, but for the whole continent of Africa and for all black people around the world. But at the same time, we need responsible leadership. We've seen responsible leadership. My father was such a leader. We have such leaders that are willing to sacrifice for our people. We must continue to insist on those kinds of leaders serving us, as opposed to serving leaders who have no vision, no agenda, no solution to our different problems.
The 2015 election is coming. Voting good leaders who will care for the people, who will listen to the people. Our people are electing people because they give them a bag of rice, because they give them money. You know, this should not be. You have to look at the plans, at the program that a candidate has.
As Nigeria's democracy grows, the coming years will be very eventful, especially as we enter into a busy 2015 election year. Perhaps more than ever before, the burden of electing quality leaders will now strongly fall on the people. Sheung Okimbale reporting for Channels Television News.
Lawmakers under the umbrella of the People's Democratic Party have held a separate plenary at the Edo State House of Assembly complex. They included the impeached Deputy Speaker, Festus Ebia, who acted as Speaker, and 3 suspended members who sat in front of the entrance to the chamber. The lawmakers had converged on the Assembly complex as early as 7 in the morning with a separate mace and a sergeant-at-arms overhead acclaiming. While briefing newsmen after the sitting, Honorable Abiola said they had resolved that the renovation in the Assembly complex was illegal. He adds that the Speaker, Uyibe, and other principal officers of the House, whom they had suspended, should be prevented from making withdrawals from the Assembly's account. Honorable Abiola also says the House had further asked the Governor, Adams Oshomola, to pay the outstanding entitlements of the recalled teachers and instructed the 24 local government chairmen to forward their receipts of cash disbursement to the House.
Mr. Speaker!
The PDP lawmakers at first gathered outside the chambers as the hallowed chamber was locked.
Against NA, the ayes have it.
But how they eventually gained entrance into the chambers remains a mystery.
With providence, we've been able to get access into a hollow chamber, which of course you can see has been seriously destroyed, but we must manage to do that which Edo people ask us to do. This is a really legitimate place within the precinct, and inside this really legitimate place we can sit.
Session takes full shape without their APC counterparts. According to Festus Ebia, who presides over the PDP plenary, the House resolves to call on banks holding funds belonging to the Edo State House of Assembly to stop all withdrawals, while also commending Governor Oshomola for the restatement of 936 sacked teachers.
There is a resolution that Since May 2013, when the current local government administration in the 18 local governments of Edo State came to stream, there have been complaints galore to the effect that they have not been able to meet up with their statutory requirements. We are now wondering what is going wrong.
The lawmakers then proceed to deliver the report of their sitting to their party leaders.
What we are witnessing here today is democracy in action. Yes. I want to tell you that we will not leave you alone. The party will be up and standing side by side with you.
However, the APC lawmakers have raised strong allegations against the PDP and the police over threats to their lives. The APC lawmakers had their session at the Edo State Government House.
Mr. Speaker, it's now a notorious fact that every weekend, the representative of the Inspector General of Police, the Commissioner of Police Edo State, the AIG Zone 5, and very senior PDP leaders do meet, and in most cases, the decisions they want to carry out, if we allow them to do, will bring Nigeria, not just Edo State, into serious crisis.
Both factions have adjourned their sittings to continue tomorrow as Nigerians watch the drama as it unfolds.
When the News at 10 returns, a federal anti-robbery squad in Lagos arrests suspected members of a robbery syndicate, recovers 17 exotic cars. Join us again.